Boyz.
Malcolm's been slapping though.
RCP.
Malcolm's been cold, man. Bro, Loading, yeah. If Loading was released when we was outside, Loading will go.
What, his whole album? The whole album is Carpe Diem, innit?
Yeah.
The whole album is a vibe still.
Loaded. Afrobeats has produced solid.
This year,
This year's
good album.
great year, man. A good year for
I
Afrobeats.
think it's been a better
Times best album.
Oh, wow, bro.
Do you know what?
A Better Times best album.
Say it shamelessly. Can you
A Better Times the best album. Then it's Burna Boy, then it's Whiskey.
Okay, let me tell you this. Let me say this for free, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Lamine's album is better than
Yes.
Only 2 songs from Lamine's album.
No.
Loaded and Infinity. What other songs?
You haven't listened to that.
Unconditionally.
You haven't listened to that.
Green Light.
You haven't listened
Okay,
to
Green
that.
Light's alright.
Do you know what? I feel like this is the problem with Davido fans, yeah.
Oh,
Here we
good.
go, here we go. Go on.
Wait, when I first got in here, you were sliding Hush Puppy. Now you're coming to slide the
No. I was gonna be with Hush Puppy. You know me, I'm a serious fan.
You was in there with us, yeah.
I'm going me and I was we were shooting in the gym, you don't know.
Y'all defending criminals?
The reals.
No, but Davido's album though, cold, man.
As I was saying, Davido fans, yeah, you man are really, really biased.
There's only 2 songs that I like on the
You
album.
guys are really, really.
I only listened to one song.
Do you know what?
Like, Joe was like, okay.
No, there's another song on
Leg Bear's
yeah.
good, Sunlight.
There's another song with like the Ghanaian.
The best is the only one I listen to.
Like there's one called Ghanaian Riley.
Mebe.
That's solid, man. Maya
That's
Cruz.
Very special bangers. Joe
Okay, can you explain what's this? Something.
Band United, fam. Thank God.
What's this?
Amen.
3-2 still, they got knocked out still.
What's this song that something fishy, bruv? Can you
Something
explain it?
visual.
No, can you explain that song to me?
It's not about
Something
it's late, it's
fishy,
about the vibe, bro.
What vibe is
It's
it?
the vibe.
Something
Okay.
Mixed music.
Is it better than Fireboy's album?
Fireboy's album's kind of dead. Fireboy didn't know was Tom, give me 3 bangers from the album.
Anyway.
Give me 3 bangers from
Okay,
Fireboy's
this
album.
year.
This year, his latest album.
Right
Give me
now.
3 bangers.
I
you
usually
only listen to
last
Give me
week
bangers.
or earlier
On
this
Sat-
week.
You know what, yeah? I can't lie, Tiwa Savage's album is probably better than all of theirs.
Till Savage's
Till
album
Savage's
was
album.
solid.
That was
I
solid.
I haven't even finished it.
So that was just top
Oh,
That was a
5.
very good album.
Davido's is in top 5.
It's not at all.
That would always be my number 1.
Okay, but you just told everybody he's
Yeah.
fast. So at least you know your musical opinion.
And do you know? Bro, when we went to Afro Nation, what were we telling you? We were telling
Can't
you.
blame
be humble.
Davido he was drunk.
So-
Fatigued.
So everybody else, they were so bad.
Yeah, man.
I can't lie, Wizkid had the best performance.
Wait, okay, let's go around. What's like? Let's say top 3 Afrobeats albums this year.
This
Till
year,
Savage, I think, might be there, you know.
individually, or are we gonna decide as a collective?
Individually, go on.
Alright, cool. So, Fireboy,
It's not what that.
Top 3.
Fireboy DML.
So
bro.
what it is, I haven't deeped it, so it won't be in my
To
top
be fair,
3.
my
Bro, you see when that
hard.
album dropped, yeah, that was my summer vibe. I can't even lie.
I like his pop. He makes like
Bro.
nice pop. It's nice.
Bro, that was my.
It makes you want to go to the bar and say shit.
I can't lie. Oxlade's gonna be better than all of them one day.
Better than Omalay.
Oxlade is 10 times better than Omalay. Omalade's good.
Yeah.
I didn't like his latest EP though. He said one bar about God I didn't like.
He was like, what bar?
He said God is not a man or something like I didn't like
Not
it.
a
You know, man.
No, but I didn't like it. So, but I can't like Oxlade. He's gonna be better than all of them.
I mean, no, he's a good artist.
Oxlade's gonna be better.
Very good artist. Thames, also.
Top 3. Top 3.
Okay.
Let's do that quick.
Okay, top 3, I'd say, for me it was Fireboy, Wiz,
You get your time.
Wiz, and I'm not even putting Burner there.
He's not in mine
I have to say,
anymore.
oh no, Olamide, Carpe Diem. Yeah.
Quick fire.
Okay. Question. So,
Quick
why?
fire.
Quick fire.
Why is Burna Boy's not in there?
Quick fire though.
Bro,
Okay,
like,
what's yours?
it's Afrobeats, it's not
I'm
American.
going to everyone this year.
Nah.
But I'll say, yeah, Tills was a vibe. I guess I'll give Middle Lagos. And the third. I'm going to just give that to my boy Davido, man, because I haven't listened to everyone this year still. So,
It's
Okay.
Davido.
yeah.
Can quick fire.
OBO boys.
Davido.
No. No.
I'm playing.
Do you know what? OBO, but I'm not special at all
I'm
because
playing.
how many times are they going to say this?
I'm playing. I think it's Davido, Burna Boy, and I would say Tiwa Savage, but I feel like Loaded and Infinity does it for me, man. So I feel like Calamity.
He's the guy that just said that. It's Wiz, Tiwa and Burna.
haven't listened to many albums, so you know,
Okay.
I can't give.
Give us
I
your
can't give an
UK.
opinion.
Give.
No.
I can't lie. Quite a few UK people dropped good music this year, though. What music for you this year from UK?
What is it? I don't listen to albums.
Don't be
like
shy,
that.
bro.
No, but off the top of my head, I don't
You're
know.
the music plug
What is
when it comes to you.
No, off the top of my head, bro. This year, my top song was Excess Love.
Oh yeah.
By you, but
Messi. What's
Chinwe.
It's funny though, bro.
I like it.
I'm not
I'm not married to you.
Are there quotes, so?
yeah, who's your favourite gospel artist? So?
Probably Dante Barry.
I don't have a favourite, man. I'm not saying. Nah, I don't have a favourite.
I'm a Chandler Moore fan, but he disappointed me that last Crying album, man.
What
the
collab?
No, the one. What's it called? Feelings.
I haven't listened to it.
Bro, the album is sad, man.
Bobby City had a great run this year.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Awon Boyz Podcast.
Take your side.
Who's wearing this?
Episode 32. We outside.
No. That's sign up a good fan.
I'll be watching.
You're good. You're good, man. Good man.
But yeah, man. Alright, no, we'll get to it now still. Hello and welcome to Awon Boyz Podcast, episode 32.
Come on, inside.
Yeah, man. Obviously, with your host Junior.
It's your boy Akin.
Something different. Something light. Something light today.
And it's your fave, EMAN.
And we're joined by two.
Leave this allegedly, man. What's your
Allegedly, no,
business?
but shoot, allegedly.
No, but wait. Is someone not your favourite? Or does someone not call you their favourite?
No, but bro, who calls you the favourite of this podcast? You said Emmanuel's my favourite of Awon Boyz Podcast.
He's mine still.
Alright, man. But yeah, we're joined with two special guests.
Returning guests.
You've seen them before, man.
Yeah,
No introduction is needed.
I had to get the call back.
No, but I'll give it an introduction. Joined by Temi and Ken.
Thanks for having us, bros.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the callback. Appreciate it, lads.
Go on, what are you trying to say?
Nothing, bro.
Oh, okay, the way you leave
That's
it.
why I get closer to the mic. Emmanuel was giving me the eyes. I was like, sorry.
But yeah,
Like the new setup, though.
yeah, thanks. It's better than the chair still, but you know we growing, man. We got the red cups now.
Red cup boy.
Red cup boys, we drinking. It's no water. You know what I mean?
He's average.
That's funny because all the bottles of water haven't been opened.
It's no water. We drinking.
We drinking juice.
We be smoking.
Who wears this?
No, I'm sorry.
Listen to these songs and please.
But yeah, episode 32, man. But just want to say a big shout out and thank you to everyone who has been listening and rocking with us. All the people that had us in their Spotify Wrapped as well. That is very happy to see. A lot of people that I didn't know that listened still.
10 countries as well.
Yeah, 10 countries, bro. I'll take it. The name of Awon Boyz Podcast.
Oh, like 10 countries. There's a lot of countries.
There's a lot of countries in it.
Shout out to international that they
Did he give a breakdown of all countries?
Yeah, so somewhere.
Some niggas in Belarus.
Oh, fair.
Wait, was there any like Nigerian, like not Nigerian, like African countries?
No, I think I could check still.
Homeland.
I'm screaming. I can check. Let me try and check. Okay. So UK, United States, Nigeria, Ireland, Austria, Norway, Canada, Luxembourg. I don't know why Japan's there, but
I will take it.
Konnichiwa.
It's even more than 10.
You guys got Spain on there. You know that time I dropped Spanish on your podcast?
I think, okay, Dubai basically, Malaysia, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, Russia, Spain, Netherlands.
But that Dubai one.
Singapore.
Everybody's in Dubai, so everybody just watched your podcast.
You tune in, but God bless you.
But yeah, thank you, sir. But yeah, thanks to everyone that's been rocking with us, man. It's been nice to see. And obviously, just a little one for the people. Wait, what is it? Everyone that has got us on their Spotify Wrapped, if they can message the Awon Boyz account, just showing us a screenshot of how many minutes you've listened to, where we are on your table. EMAN and Akin will sort you out something nice still. A little gift or something, a little surprise.
No, don't worry, we'll talk.
Come from an appearance on the pod, come from maybe EMAN, Akin will get you a bottle of Bel Air. You know them ones, he's used to that kind of thing.
No, I'll get you a Bible. That's what you get.
They want that champagne lifestyle.
You get that living bread.
Oh my gosh, champagne.
Champagne.
That person is dead. He was crucified with Christ.
I'm DMing you guys now, still.
But yeah, if you could DM, then that'd be amazing.
Can I DM too? Yeah.
But no. But
You guys were a man though.
yeah, no, thank you, bro. No, man, appreciates everyone still. It's been,
I'm not on Spotify.
it's a journey
You still
still.
have to use Apple Music.
Of course.
Do they not do like a breakdown? They do, right?
Yeah, but obviously their podcast is different to the music.
The breakdowns there.
Have you tried Spotify before?
Ah,
Oh, you just didn't like it.
What do you mean it's different to the music? So it's Apple Podcast, it's separate from Apple
yeah,
Music.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, you chase
Such.
And you're saying it like, you're...
It should be different though.
Why?
Because music. I'm sorry.
That was disgusting.
No, I was sorry.
You actually listen to Apple Music?
Yes.
Wait, no, wait. No, wait. I'm listening to you, man. Y'all got, wait, you probably do. I don't know. I already know. Yeah.
Bro, who says like what? $3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, Tesla shares. We need to get into those.
Grab that.
Right, bro.
Electric cars.
Tesla was doing a mad thing.
Someone should slap me an Amazon share, bruv. If you love me.
They should give me a shit for free, man. Oh shit, I should.
No, but speaking on that though, I know it's not probably what we came to talk about, but you see these prices we see and the opportunities we see, like it's enough talking about it. Yeah, you actually should, like if you feel like you should buy it, go home and buy it.
My thing is,
in February, Tesla was less than $70.
This February.
This February, it's now nearly $600, or I think it passed $600.
Jesus.
Yeah, bought 10 shares, that's 6 bags. You would have bought, and you would have paid £700.
My thing is, like, fam, you can even buy bits and pieces of this, like, even if you haven't got the whole piece.
You can buy part of the shit.
A lot more platforms are doing fractional shares.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Free Trade are doing fractional shares now.
That's interesting.
If they're listening.
Sponsor us, man.
Free trade.
Give me a little 5-minute segment at the start.
Let's start going around DMing people. Hi. You look like somebody who needs to use this free trade platform. Oh, bro.
You look like someone who wants to make money. That's what they come in your request saying.
Well, them traders, man.
Them traders. So how are you interested in
That's
Forex?
what I want as a Christmas present though. Anyone want to buy me
shares? Yeah, no cap.
Not share, not any share. Don't go and buy me some stupid.
Buy you share. I'm gonna buy something like that.
I'm screaming. But yeah, so yeah, quick ones. How's everyone's week been? Let's start with you guys first.
So what, since your last podcast episode? Since last
Yeah, since last Tuesday.
It's been cool still. Nothing extra exciting. I've been outside now since lockdown. I think it's the first time I've really been outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had some fun. But work.
Where you been at?
I was at a friend's baby shower.
Oh yeah, so still down there. It looked really
What was
nice still.
are you allowed to say what your baby present was? Did they reveal the presents there?
Yeah, no. She took them home. And then she got home, but I got them a play mat. And it's called a baby gym, so you know, as soon as I said the gym, they sold me.
Yeah.
He's bring it. Now, baby's not too young to start cheating.
And there was also this little thing. It's like I don't know if it's clay, but it's like a mold for the baby to put their handprint and footprint in, and they can like frame it.
That's a nice.
Yeah. Whenever I get baby gifts for people, I get the cards that say like 1 week or 1 year old, just to take pictures and save moments.
I think those
How many
ones.
baby gifts you got?
Those ones.
I've given, I think 2 people. Soon to be a third.
To who? Cool down, man.
Ken, what about you? How's your
Nah, mine's been good, man. Just work. I went outside last weekend as well. It was nice. Literally just been working, man.
You didn't go to a baby shower though, did you?
No, I didn't go.
Where did you go, sir?
I went out, innit?
I
I was in Akin though. We went to eat.
Mm. Man, that's
Yeah, it
a
was
pay.
nice. It was nice.
Social distance.
Yeah.
Just to tell you.
Yeah, let's. You had another one of our friends, isn't it? It was nice.
Glory.
Where'd you go?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
Satay bar.
Hey, bro, stop sweating, man.
I'm not sweating. No, if I went out of FIFA, I would have told you.
How's the food?
Nah, the food was proper good. I
Company?
can't lie.
Satay bar. They say.
Satay bar,
Satay,
Brixton.
yeah.
I can't lie. I was impressed though.
Yeah. I
Like
grabbed
the
the food again,
What about
but
the price?
The
journey.
distance.
Plus was
Where was it?
Brixton.
Brixton's changed, you know.
Man, bro, justification. I was like, damn, hella Caucasians out here, man.
You
Well, I feel like I was in
Finish,
Shoreditch
man.
or Hoxton or something.
No, but
Yeah.
I think from that side all the way out, it's just slowly
Yeah.
renovating.
They're getting all the poor people out.
They started
all
with
the
East,
people in.
like that.
Yeah, but they finished Stratford.
Like even Elephant and Castle, like all the Negroes and that.
Oh, is it?
All these investors from like China and
Yeah,
like.
Elephant cost a dick.
Yeah, man, even when we were driving through Deptford and I was saying that none of these places are familiar anymore. Like,
When Paul blocks Elephant cost, I was like, I know people who used to live there.
didn't they get rid of the elephant in Elephant and Castle?
I ain't been there in so long.
They might have.
Last time I've been there, the elephant was there. I haven't been there in a long
Yeah,
time.
They're basically making London.
Is the coronet still there though? Cause they've been closing that. That's been saving the coronet for years.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, I guess.
It's working still. But how's your week been, man?
Yeah, it's been calm still. The kids really basically mentioned. Yeah, so not much to say.
You, man?
That was cool.
Tell them about a fun day out, bro.
That was cute though.
Yeah, carrying the fridge.
I was a bit.
In the fridge. Where'd you man go?
And we had to go do some manual labour things in it for a flat in London. I was that was Saturday.
What's Saturday?
That was Saturday, yeah. So doing some of that landlord in it. So he's taking over. So he was paying for an agent to manage the house, but they weren't managing the house.
This is what I do.
But the thing is, they actually weren't managing the house, like.
Oh, sir.
So, like,
Shall I give you my card?
he's taking it. He wants to take it over, and then he wants me to take it over. So he's giving me like a monthly fee now. Shut up.
He ain't gonna get it over.
How much is the fee though? How much you charging? How much you charging?
I need that.
Don't worry
How
about
much you
that.
charging?
None of your business.
I'll email your dad. Don't worry.
How am I gonna try to undercut his own boy to get a
My
job?
house.
Right, he said, Uncle, I know that you've given the lesson, man, but I'm not a professional. You need professionalism.
You don't think I'm gonna send your email to your spam, bro?
Why are you gonna see the email like, oh, you cheeky?
It's stressful though. The project management is long.
So obviously, like, I think a couple of weeks ago, my dad must have gone round to the house because they must have called him because there was a problem. So he's gone there now and he's looking at his flat and he was just like,
This is not the flat I left.
honestly. So
Was it in worse shape than when we went? I don't think it was anything. It was not crazy.
So
okay.
before we went on Saturday, during the week we had to go get rid of a bathtub.
Pretty sad. Yeah.
And
Where
then
is the flat?
Deptford.
Familiar with that thing?
Oh, you?
Oh, wait, why are you familiar with that? Nah.
My family lives in
No, we
there.
don't need to draw him out.
Yeah.
Just adding myself back.
I looked at him like, okay, you want to go there, huh?
But yeah, so he went to the crib. He wasn't happy, and then he was speaking to the agent, but the agent was just moving hella fishy. So he was just like, yeah, I want my property back. So he's just been doing bits and pieces. We're even looking for a new tenant for one of the rooms because it's a 4-bed flat.
Oh, you do rimless.
Yeah. So if anyone's in that Deptford area.
But there was a
How much
couple though.
though?
So are they only taking one room?
No, so there's three rooms that have already been let.
Fine.
So the room that we got rid of,
The bed.
that bed, he's just grabbed another bed to entirely up.
Okay, so he's taking 2 rooms. Is him and his wife taking 2 rooms?
No, so that wasn't even his wife, you know. So that brother is by himself. That woman was with someone else. Like, fam, you know, I don't think I
could have messed up if I said the wrong thing.
Yeah, bro. You know,
I
I could have done a house share with my family, you know, like rent with another family in the house, like
You can't.
Not
Some
with
people,
your
some
family,
situations, isn't it?
But, yeah.
Sometimes.
It's better to be
Well, like say me
sheltered.
and my everyone's going to rent 2 different rooms in a 4-bed house or something.
As in, you and your babe were renting one room,
But other people are renting another
but
room.
other people are renting another.
Oh, like that.
It happens though. It happens quite a lot.
I think
Couples rent.
I think it'd be easier though if you guys were like the landlords rather than.
Yeah, but not everyone has
Obviously,
to
at the end of the day,
yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's better to be sheltered than not sheltered.
Yeah, room lets though make.
You start from somewhere, innit? I guess
It's a lot more.
It's a stepping stone, innit?
A lot more
It's a
hassle.
lot more hands-on
No, 100%.
because you've got now
Deal with
4 different tenants.
And tenants are the most charming people.
Bro, I think because they know that it's not their flat, that they're on a contract that they can cut at any point in time. They're just going to use the house anyhow they want.
And the more you deep it, the Lord doesn't really, the Lord backs them bears, you know, kind of. Yeah.
Don't know too much about renting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning, but it's definitely a lot. Especially like when the rooms are all different sizes, so you've got to make sure that everyone's bringing pieces at the right time. I don't want to hear a story.
I want my dude.
I said, today's meant to be my payday. Bring the money here.
That's where management companies come in, I guess. They make it so much easier.
But then it's
Obviously, that's
how you
Uncle,
manage.
if you're listening, I'm here.
Hey, check your
I'm playing.
So yeah, no, that's calm. That's calm. Well, my week, yeah, it's been alright. It's been alright. Still just working on that.
Interesting, wasn't it?
Thanks, mate. But sold my chains.
Which are the plug chains? I was gonna be so rude.
The gas mask one and the Grand Lady one. Why?
Nah, let me not say that. Don't worry. I was gonna say, what's it called? How much did you get them for?
How much did I buy them?
Yeah, how much did they?
Oh, in uni, I think I bought 2, both separately, 240 altogether. I sold them for
240 watts.
yeah. One was 160. So the gas mask one was 160, and the Grand Daily one was 80 or something like that.
Junior,
The
you
what
spent that
daily?
much.
Grand daily.
Grand Daily. No, wait, I say that. No, but the thing is though,
You know this boy, we were hung up from Tenerife and then you saw the guy in the airport terminal. The
Oh, yeah. Was that at the airport? Did you see him at the airport?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ask Jules or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Don't say his name because he took my money. But yeah, man, I'm just happy I sold them because I didn't need them innit. So I'm on top of the world. Nothing can get me down, man. Huh?
Hey, Jules won next year.
Amen.
How was you guys' football match?
Jesus.
Did you lose?
Jesus.
Yeah, Johnny's one losing in the
You lost.
Bro, I don't know what happened, bro.
No, you did.
No,
you lose.
honestly,
You tried.
honestly speaking, I wasn't there, bro.
I saw you, bro. That's that.
I didn't play.
Did you
What a
realize
road, you got a pen.
Huh?
Bro, all I'm saying is I
Bro.
came to watch the game.
No, bro. Yo.
Junior was in his kit.
Yeah, I couldn't make it, man.
Hey, cut everything right now.
What on road? You got a pen. Like,
Hey,
You
what's
did the pen in it.
what's
How did you do it though?
bro, I slid still. I mistimed it, but keeper saved it though. So
Did you win or did you lose?
now we.
Did you win or did you lose? Why did
We
so hard
lost.
to ask?
Okay, we lost.
Also, you lost and your team lost on the same day.
Yeah, and you're still
Tragic,
shameful.
man.
You're still
Tragic.
No, the thing is, all I'm wondering is, just because are you first or second right now?
We're first, mate.
Okay, have you won anything yet? Then shut up. No, but have you won anything?
Don't worry.
Before this season, did you win anything?
In May we'll talk.
Okay, thank you. But
In
2008 was the last time
I'm
you
not
won
talking
something.
about trophies.
No, but the thing, I'm just trying to think.
In May we'll.
Yeah,
We're better than Arsenal. You lot can't
right
chat
now.
to me.
But
Arsenal
history
can't chat to
was.
me.
No, but all I'm saying is, you see that right there, that's enough for me. Like, that's a brag for you. So, like,
No, but I'm saying,
You know, for him, like, must be waiting
us
for
not
this.
a broken team. We're better than that. You're beating your chest. Like, go off,
That's
bro.
some goddamn
Go off,
shit.
King.
Did you see?
you guys are meant to
Did
be
you
a
see
big
the way
club.
that he said?
I'm not hearing the
See,
ball.
our legend.
what makes us a small club?
Pardon?
What makes us a small club?
No, I said you guys
We're
are.
not
You guys
small,
also are a big club.
Okay,
they are a big
but the
We
thing.
both had new managers around the same time.
No, we're a big club.
We're
We're a
in the
bad
same
team.
transition.
We're a big club, but
No,
bad
you're not
team.
actually in
Like,
the
you're not in the
transition.
transition.
What?
No, they are.
We've had Poch for like 5 years,
They've got
and now we've got Mourinho.
All I'm saying is,
They put you on the transfer.
you man, let's stop. Because I can't be banning a team that called Van der Vaart or whatever, a legend. Please, I don't know.
When did you see?
Bro, Tottenham done a tweet saying legends. hair from our legends, and Vanderbilt was one of the pictures.
And you can't even believe it.
I'm at the admin on the Twitter. I'm at the admin.
I can't lie, but whoever is the admin, they been mad on these clubs, you know.
Yeah.
Arsenal, they been posting the highlights for games we lost. I'm like, bro,
Like,
I'm
you know,
shit.
Bro.
But I understand why you love basketball so much, though. It's hard supporting Arsenal, man. I get it.
Okay, Vanderbilt.
Yo,
Yo, bro, Sol Campbell left us. I'm not gonna get this, man.
Don't let him
Yeah, don't let him suck you in, man.
I'm not saying that he stinks.
What's the agenda for the podcast?
Honestly, don't let this guy draw you out.
No, man, he sucks.
Listen,
You can't play his game.
I've been new to this guy now, fam. I've dealt with him in 2016, yeah. But after that, I realized, nah.
I hope you man signed though.
Yeah,
we will. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, alright. Let's leave it. So anyway, I was gonna talk about a little bit today.
Don't let him make you mess up, bro.
Guy was getting lost.
Don't let him make you mess up.
Get out of me. But what we're gonna talk about today, just a range of things. We're just gonna chop it up in it, and a certain amount of topics in it. But so this week, wait, what happened this week? On Clubhouse, so we'll talk about Clubhouse.
Can someone explain to me what Clubhouse is?
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, it's like house party, but
you listen to the
you didn't listen to
podcast?
last week?
I do, but when I'm at work, sometimes I miss something.
Okay, it's basically
the whole segment about it, you know.
a room. It's basically just rooms full of people, and you can go on and talk. That's it, yeah. So it's a room full of people. You go and talk. You can be a speaker, be in the audience.
Have you ever spoken?
Oh, in certain rooms you can speak. Sometimes
What kind of topics are there?
they want us black men dead. That's one.
Don't get me started.
But then there's been law ones, house ones, finance ones,
UK,
music.
they've done UK versus US.
UK versus US.
That was a big one.
Is that because I saw things about like kettles?
Yeah.
What was that about though?
So someone on Twitter cussed some person from America put a kettle and they were like, "You hard on a kettle?"
Like I just got my kettle.
Yeah, and then
they thought we didn't have kettles.
we know they know. You bro,
America they have to put water there.
Wait, you know, for a second, I thought you might talk about kettles.
Oh, watches.
Yeah.
No.
So then when I heard,
That's what he knows.
wait, chill, man.
Watch out, money mix.
No, because
You broke. He's talking about.
I can't relate.
no, because the way you said it, I was thinking you were comparing kettles.
Everybody else caught on, but
Yeah.
Listen there. Cool.
So UK, America made a group like, why did UK lost to slander? Everyone just went in, fire blazing, blah blah blah. So that was it really.
It seems funny though because everyone's
it's fun still.
Out there
It's
warming
fun
their
still.
tea in the
I've
microwave.
only been in one room so far. But the way it was sold to me, my brother told me about it. 'Cause obviously, I'm not on Twitter, so I've guessed it was. So people talk about this on Twitter, right? So
Yeah.
I always think I was quite late. When my brother told it to me, I was like, "I'd get me on this." Like,
No, it's good. Like there's some rooms that you can probably like talk to
it was like it's a networking thing, like or
It was
just educational and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, like invite me. So invite me. But before I had used it, I listened to your podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like this is just another
Yeah, just another
thing.
social
So I didn't really do it. But then someone invited me to a room last night, and they were talking about like. How do you define what a man is? I only listened to like 15 minutes before I went to bed, but it was a very insightful conversation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
You're responsible though. You listen to it 50 minutes and went to bed. Some people be on it all night till the morning.
No, bro.
That was me, bro.
Is that you?
That's you?
Is this camera?
He's not doing Spider-Man thing right now.
Oh gosh. But yeah, no, there's a lot of like good conversations. But there was one 2 days ago. I think 2-3 days ago, where it was like Cashapp a woman today, like something like that. And bare Americans were just going in and Cashapping girls. Bro, apparently we got told the UK men weren't gonna do it. Then they're saying, you know, that ain't that. This is our culture. This is American culture of Cashapping random strange women. Which is okay. But even Tammy said
No. Let's even look at this culture.
Obviously, they're saying stingy. They're saying UK men are stingy.
Look at this.
But I'm saying they'll come and call us brokies now.
Fam, how can someone ping me into one chat like this? Yeah. I go into the chat, there was like 7 people. They were like, you look like a nice man. Send me £50. I said, what?
Or she sent you a request.
She sent me the request.
How dare she? God.
So, did you know the girl?
From where?
Was she younger?
No, say it like that.
Was she a good-looking woman?
Were you tempted to send the money?
For what reason?
Yeah, but was she a good-looking woman?
Yeah,
You came in on stingy.
She's nice.
You're stingy. Why you don't send my £50?
I have no business sending you the money.
This is what I don't like.
I have no business sending you the money.
Just because I don't send you my money doesn't mean I'm stingy. Why does it make me stingy?
It don't make me
I don't know
It's
you
the
from
American
anywhere.
culture. As in Tammy, she even said on her pod, that one of her friends sent her £100 from the
Jesus.
Please God send someone. You know, yeah.
Jesus.
At that point where she got £100, yeah, I was thinking to change my DP to Abby's and come in and be like,
I was gonna do that too.
Oh, wow.
So funny.
That's a lit, bro.
I won't lie, yeah. If it wasn't for my shame, I had too much
I had
shame.
too much shame.
But I would have done the same.
That's a lit.
I had too much shame.
Bro.
I would have done the same.
For what, bro?
For you, come on. No, it's too much shame. I have too much shame. I can't.
Especially you get bagged. Yeah.
Even when I receive the money, I'll be like, you really pretended to be a woman.
I've got to
I won, but I work hard.
If I've been walking past the mirror, was it really working? Look myself in the eye.
Question though. You see, when you guys all have girlfriends, yeah. If a random guy sends your girlfriend money, like, how would that make you feel?
Jesus.
You can't. You're the only one that attack.
Yeah.
Square up.
If a random guy sent your girl, like, let's say 2 bills, £200. If a random guy just sent 2 at her,
Random. You said it's a random guy, so
Yeah.
she don't know him.
She don't know him.
Well, like Cashapp.
Yeah, like Cashapp.
Okay.
Because
And it's in her bio on.
yeah, that says in the bio.
Hold on, wait.
Because how else would you
Wait.
have sent it?
Is this a joint account, bro?
No, I said I can't.
No, it's okay.
That's
But,
a
you know,
joke. Please.
wait,
Yeah,
why do you feel like
Let's
that?
say a random
It's a joint account. I don't
Let's say a random guy sent her £200.
So she's put her cash app in her bio. or something.
Even
Well,
though
let's
I
say
said
for
it
bands,
together.
for
No, I hear it.
It's not for
Then-
that. She wanted to get
But yeah, she wants to get
We go on hack
She
on
wants
our
to.
anniversary.
Let's see. I just want to
Yeah,
see
you
if it
didn't
works.
came in it.
Bro,
Okay, what about you're out with your girl and a guy buys her a drink? How would that make you feel?
EMAN can answer that.
Why can I answer?
Bro, back in the day, bro.
Back in the day, what?
Someone bought someone saw a drink and you were, you had the apple juice. It's not happened to me.
Damn. Hey, what? He's not a boy.
It's not bad. I didn't say anything
I'm
wrong.
not involved.
You're gonna need to explain the situation.
Yeah, he said, man, won't violate me like that.
They look at you were talking, not me though.
No, you're not even mad.
They didn't want these,
Bro,
bro.
there was a time when we were in London, yeah? In London. Someone bought someone a drink, but you wasn't there, so they didn't know they were with anyone. But they bought the person a drink.
Swear
Oh,
what?
that's different then.
But that's what he's saying.
No,
but if you buy someone a
it
drink,
was the question was about you're there and they're meant to be there, so you're there and the guy sends a drink over for your girl or he comes and buys her a
I thought
drink.
I was just buying a drink out of club. No, but we'll explain after.
Yeah, that's
No, but it's actually straight after still.
Yeah,
no, but if I have-
don't ever do that to me again.
How would that make you guys
I have
feel?
to. Bro, you can't do that to me, bro.
You don't care.
I think I'll struggle on, man. I'm like, that's cute, mate. But
My girl will give me the drink and I'll drink it and look him in the
I
eye.
think he'd probably just send it back. We have
I'll send
plenty
it
of
back.
drink here.
Thank you, sir.
We Gucci.
Nah,
I don't need that.
drinking still.
Actually, yes, you know what? Yeah, maybe we
I'm
just drink
drinking.
it.
Gucci.
yeah, thanks.
We're not to the salute, sir.
It was. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Do you see yourself Cashapping any woman?
Only my wife.
Your wife.
No girlfriend. You won't give me a girlfriend, please.
Should we do it now?
Draw me out. Let's draw me out. Draw me out.
Don't ask.
Draw me out.
Don't do that.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
I don't
Let's
like
do this.
taking man as loyal for granted.
I don't know if this let's do this is a serious let's do this. My boy, so don't do this.
Because
This was a playlist.
you do this now. They're like,
Yeah, but like my girl, but if she needs money at any time, I can send it to her. Like my girl though.
Would you request? So okay, what's the limit for you to request her to pay you back? She borrows P.
My girl would never have to pay me back.
She borrows $5.
Never. So basically,
It depends what she borrowed.
unlimited.
If she
Basically, you're giving her unlimited
if she
credit.
borrow her $5,
If my girl asks for $5, she needs it, and I'll give it to her. But I would never
Okay,
ask for it.
fine. You just said 5 bills. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
That's a different thing. Like, let's say you've
$5
been in a
bills.
relationship for a year. It's your girl, right? And she needs to get. She's just applied for a job. She's got one, but it requires her to drive. She has no savings, but she needs to buy a car. She has a car. It's free back. She said, "Can I borrow free bags off you.
She
buy this car.
She can take the 3 bags.
And I'll
So
buy
you're gonna buy her a car?
Yeah.
Go
I
for
wouldn't
it.
ask for it back. Like, that's me being genuine. Like, I wouldn't ask for it back.
Check out Hush Puppy over here.
No, honestly, like,
No, Ken.
I'm doing something for my girl, which I love, like who I love. Sorry.
1 year
ask
into a
for it back.
relationship.
Yeah.
I think it's less about the time, just
It's
for me
less about the
personally.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But I
yeah.
think, for me, I just have a thing of people treating, not to say that just it's gonna end. It's not because of that really, but treating your boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband or wife like.
But if it ends,
Some people, it's not about it ending.
No, but
it's like,
you can't.
It's not about because that one is not about it
agreement.
ending. People just need to be self-sufficient. Like, you're not actually like I get about men being providers and stuff like that, but it's about husbands being providers, right?
Yeah.
You're going
touching that subject.
But people need to be self-sufficient. What do you mean? Like, buy yourself a car. What
She
you
said
mean?
borrow.
It's going, yeah.
I think even in the girl, she said borrow.
No, but
Cool.
cool. If she can't buy herself a car, but you can help her buy a car, you would buy your girlfriend a car, though.
So our boyfriend, she said she's gonna pay me back. I said okay, and then when she pays me back. I'm not gonna be like on her neck. Like when
Okay, so if she don't pay, let's say it's 2 years later and she hasn't given you the money back, but she's been going to Dubai, going to Nigeria, doing all of this, buying clothes.
We would have had a conversation at some point.
I'm sorry.
So it would have been a situation. Where,
Hey, you're doing too much. Come here.
Sit down.
I think if it's my girl and she respects me, we would have had a conversation, and either we would have decided that she doesn't need to pay me back. That's why she can be doing all this.
You have to have that financial understanding within a relationship now.
Like she'll be like, okay, no, I've been doing too much. I'll pay you back. Like at the end of the day, it's a bit of a vial if you've promised your partner you're gonna give them this money back, and then they're blowing cash.
I'll just knock off the 3K from the engagement ring, fam. I'm playing.
So maybe you're trying to buy a ring.
I'm playing.
I'm screaming.
I'm playing.
But yeah,
Your listeners will call me a brokey now.
wait.
But fam, it's understanding though. Like, as you said, treating your girlfriend like your wife.
That's one thing.
But then, going on any hookah.
No, but I think
It depends how you got it.
Yeah, it depends
Like,
on
3
how
bags
much
in
you
your car,
got.
for a lot of people, it's like
That's a bit.
it didn't even scratch. Like,
Fair enough.
for a lot of people, it's like okay, you're taking off my house deposit.
Question, what's the difference between wife treatment and girlfriend treatment, though? Like, what's the difference?
One's a girlfriend, one's a wife.
I say responsibility, bro. The responsibility of your wife. You don't have responsibility of
Yeah,
your wife. She's still a dad's problem. Like in the grand scheme of things.
Technically, yeah, you're right.
So,
Technically.
Fam, they're different roles. Like one, you're getting to know.
So you don't
the
feel
other one
like
is joined.
let's say you don't feel like you have to look after your girlfriend.
Yeah, you would. I think you would out of love. If this is your
Yeah.
girlfriend, you would, innit? But it's not a responsibility to like she's still okay. This is depending on if she has parents, right? But she might not. But that's why there's the whole bride price thing, right? You just the exchange. But I think most men would out of just love and care and whatnot, and their pride as a man. But I don't think it's your responsibility.
No, not responsibility.
I think as a girlfriend, like you're not trying to show her the kind of lifestyle that she can be living or what she's to expect. But it's not. She hasn't got that title, and you two haven't got that title. You're not her husband. Like you're still her boyfriend or fiance at the end of the day. So you still not got a lot to prove, but you still got a lot to do at the end of the day. Like taking that extra role because as when you're married, like you're in a covenant. As boyfriend and girlfriend, well, technically you're still single.
To God, you're basically
Technically, you're single to your mind.
You're still
You're actually
single.
single. It's true, you know.
So like,
You're shagging a lot of guys right now.
but
So
fam,
girls gonna listen to this, stick it on this.
so my hands.
So you're single, yeah?
What are we? We're single. It hasn't been on. Like children and son, not out, bro. Don't worry, darling, your time is coming.
I know, but that's a real. Honestly, I feel like we in our generation we play into it though.
Like a husband and wife.
We want to be the sole provider, show her I'm great, you know.
Yeah.
But fam.
I mean, that's okay. It's okay to want to do that.
Oh no, yeah, it's okay to want to, but I feel like
Don't do it. Don't be like that if you haven't got it, basically.
I understand. Yeah.
if you want to be her husband, propose to her, innit?
Understand. Yeah.
Some people generally want to long out the boyfriend and girlfriend thing, and then 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I'm still your girlfriend.
Cool down.
People get to know each other. This in the 6 years, I've just discovered that there's this corner of your eye, it gleams a different way when the sunlight hits it. I'm learning new things every day. Now I'm playing.
But I found that I think there's a difference between dating intentionally and dating just to date.
So are you guys dating just to date, or are you guys dating?
Are you guys dating? That's another question.
Yeah.
Are you guys dating?
Are you dating?
Are you, bro?
You don't ask a question, not question.
No, let the guest speak. Ken, sorry, answer your question.
Actually, you're in a happy relationship.
No, ask them.
Akin and Emmanuel.
Why are you
What can you ask the question, please?
What's you guys' current situation?
Hey, tell me your mom.
I need to go to the bathroom. I want to miss that.
You know what? I feel like you guys need to show your listeners
Watch
a part of your lives, man.
bro. That's how you connect with them.
Juicy.
Show a part of your lives, guys.
Like, bro.
Be transparent.
And this is, you guys want to see a part of my life. I'm resting in the bosom of the Lord. I can show you my walk with my Lord and Savior. If that's what you want to see, but that's not you don't want to see that. You want to see control. You want to see controversy. You want to see nonsense. Listen.
So you're not going to open up to the listeners about your current situation?
Come and do Bible study with me on Mondays, guys, if you want. That's a part of my life, guys.
What about you, bro? Anyone that listens to the pod and, I love his voice. This sounds so sweet.
I told you, sometimes I just think, is this guy on my side?
His voice sounds so sweet in my ear. No one says that about you. I think you're not someone's favourite.
I'm not dating at the moment.
I respect the answer, bro. EMAN, you gonna give an answer or?
All I do.
Bro, Ken was gonna ask the question though. It wasn't me.
You guys are putting me in sticky situations.
You don't have to.
I mean, I know about Frank, yeah. I know he's a great kid, yeah. I know he's not gonna cut anything out.
Yeah, I'm not cutting nothing.
Something you're gonna be saying. Why don't you answer that question?
Yeah, Ruth. Why are you taking so long to answer that question?
Oh no! It's just that.
Do you know what? I told him
he doesn't want to answer whether he's dating.
I didn't want Temi to miss out. Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Like that, yeah. I am dating.
Dope.
Whoa. What's going on? How long? Give us the details. Oh my gosh.
Enjoying it though. You're in the streets, yeah?
I'm not in the streets.
He's about
to. You're dating, but you're not in the streets, so you're dating one lovely lady.
So you're dating with a legend?
Lady.
I am dating with a
legend. Oh, interesting.
Damn.
It's a new territory for you, innit?
This is
just
exclusive.
This is what happens when we come home, man.
That's dope, though.
Couple hearts.
I'm happy for you, though.
This might be the snippet of the week.
I'm happy for you.
Wait.
I'm not pouring tequila.
Where did that come from?
Guys, I know this is premium apple juice still.
How you find it?
You guys want some premium apple juice?
Answer it. Don't
Huh?
How you find it?
That's one of the topics, boy. That's gonna bring the viewers, the listeners.
Well, when you say shocking, you're in.
EMAN.
I said my mommy can.
I'm putting EMAN's date in the capital letters. Whoa, clickbait, bro. Clickbait. They're gonna come and love this.
So can I ask a question though? Just one question.
Yeah, that's mine though.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Okay, go. Say yours and then Kevin.
How's it going?
Yeah.
It's interesting, very different.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a relationship
ever.
Hello, people.
Oh my god. My father.
No. The guy that's laughing. Anyway.
Whoa. Wait.
No, we'll get to it.
Wait. No.
Thank you, sir.
Scatter this one.
No, wait.
I know. Yes, we'll get to you. Please. You might go first. How's it going, mate?
No, as I said, it's interesting. It's different. Learning a lot.
I hear you.
Yeah.
About yourself?
About myself and my partner as well.
My partner. Oh.
Hey, remember that Hema video? She's gonna get up to Emmanuel do that tomorrow.
Carry that fight.
Say those about to make roast dinner. I'm about to go test the journey thing. I wash your box out too.
Hey, nah, that bitch was
crazy. It's just not offering to put pet in your car and that.
Real.
Yeah.
That's nice.
My question was, what do you love about her the most?
Oh wow!
So we're not doing that.
No, what do you love about her the
Love?
most?
Do you know what is love?
Do you know what love feels like?
No, but like, what do you like about her the most? Like, what made you?
What drew you into? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's some question.
Yeah.
Let's get you brownie points, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm hoping you.
What was the question?
What drew you towards
What drew you towards her the most? What about her?
Just kidding, just.
Don't touch me, man. Probably just the reciprocal energy, like, as in, you know, you get some people that you start to get to know them, and their energy fluctuates. 1 minute they're hot, next minute they're cold. Next minute they want to get to know everything about you. Next minute they're taking 2 weeks sabbaticals.
Sounds like you've had a lot of experience there, mate.
Some people take 9 months.
Do you know what, bro? Real better than
Zukata.
Why you gotta be so animated, bro? He doesn't out himself, bro.
EMAN, go a bit. Yeah, I can be more forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they can see your beautiful face.
No, so like even in saying that, like, fam, I've been that person. Do you get that? Like, I've been that. I can be a whole 1 minute. But yeah, like, fam, I've had commitment issues. You know,
No, but that's actually so good.
fam, and I feel like it's even better for me to admit it and like let her know. But it's like, fam, like even when I was telling her like, oh, I haven't been in a serious relationship for like, right, that's nuts. Like at your age, I was just like,
First of all,
Cool down.
But honestly, like in our generation,
there are plenty of upstanding guys that have not been in relationships.
there's not.
Wait, what?
I don't think there's a lot.
I did. Whose side you on, bro?
No. If we're looking at our society as a whole, though.
Yeah, let's take the sample size. You got 3 out of 5 guys that have been in a relationship before.
I was going to say
Serious
very,
relationship.
very mad, but let's not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But then again, yeah, this sample size, yeah, is quite biased, though.
Why?
Because
You
fam,
ugly?
Y'all ain't got options.
but fam, this is a very, this is a very niche group.
Why?
What's more makes us niche?
You didn't know me.
Niche pop.
No, but honestly, like, in terms of our values as men, I think we've come. I won't say that we're very different to society, but we are. I would say we're more right than left amongst our society. Like, I think we're more on the right path of an ideal man.
Kingdom man.
Kingdom men.
Thank you.
And I said you're the nominee, bro.
Quick question though, when do you think those ideals came in? Because obviously we're saying people that haven't been in a relationship at all, so are you saying that throughout your childhood, teenage years, you've always been on this right side of the spectrum?
Let's not focus on men.
I'm getting happy. Can I ask you a quick question though? What country is she from?
Nigeria. She's got a bit of Ghana. But she's
Ghana, guess.
See what she does just to get from Ghana to find one of a kind like her sister Nana. She killing these lines like
It's okay.
Emma.
They just kill the joke.
I think it was funny.
Stop. What tribe in Nigeria is she from?
Baby, that's a little question.
Really?
He's gonna find out.
No. I'm actually very, very happy for you. Like,
I appreciate
I
that,
hope
bro.
she makes you happy too, bro.
She does.
No, that's
You gotta make me feel uncomfortable.
Why can't black men talk about their feelings?
Oh,
no, why though?
Why?
Junior doesn't get this in the weekly, man. We don't. You talk about your feelings.
Why?
Too,
I wonder how the episode of myself.
Why can we get? But you said why can't black men talk about
But
their
to be
feelings?
fair,
Now.
out of everyone here, I would expect you to be the most forthcoming. I feel like you're the most comfortable with yourself to actually say stuff.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't know if that's shade, but I don't know why I'm offended.
No, but you see, I just didn't expect that.
No, but you see how you said
outsy, you know.
You see how you said she makes me happy so openly.
Yeah,
I feel like these guys will have to think before they say.
I know, but fam, it's facts though. Like,
Am I lying, nigga?
fam, I think there was one episode that we were recording. Yeah, come to the way Junior was stuttering.
They were asking me what do I like about my
I don't know what they're asking me.
I was thinking, you want me to go and say, yeah, she's nice.
But they asked him the same
Bro,
question. And you in love.
Let's
comfortable, huh? Black man, be comfortable about your feelings. Hey, we're focused on you right now. We're focused on you right now, brother.
Bro, you can ask me anything you want. I'm an open book, man.
Hold on, but what was you asked what makes me?
No, you answered me. No, thank you.
Any more questions?
What question would you?
No, I'm done
From the panel.
You got any questions for me? Or AK, are we moving on to AK?
No, let's move on.
Wait,
What are you saying, bro?
Did you really want my
Have you got commitment issues, bro?
No. This is not why we came yet. This is not why we came.
Let's end the year on a good note. Okay? I've been on good terms with you this year. Let's end the year on a good note.
I'm just trying to trouble all my guys, man.
Like, obviously not. It's not hotting up anyone here. But why do you think it is that a lot of guys have commitment issues? What do you think it is?
My reason is...
Nigga, I said no.
Hello, my name is Kennedy.
I don't have problems being transparent with you, man. I can be transparent with you.
I know, bro. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate that, man. I got you, bro.
My reason was... No.
I hear you, bro.
Wait, guys.
That was even shit, man. I'm watching
No, guys. Obviously, our experiences could help other young guys as well. So my experience of commitment is not is. It's different.
Oh, is it?
Glory.
Can you explain at the end?
No.
My experience was...
Cool down.
I was just afraid of choosing the wrong person. So I was just playing with myself in my mind. That's why, but I've gotten over that now. Because you can't like choose. Like you just have to go for it.
So what changed
It's a
it?
risk.
What changed it from you having it to making it a was? Or who changed it?
God.
Oh.
God.
I hear that. I hear that.
Nobody else.
Do you not think it's because of... I was just curious. Do you not think it's because of... we've kind of been conditioned since we're young, you know, that men are chasers, you know. We want... You know, apparently... Well, society views us as if we get loads of girls, then it's something. So you thinking you can only settle down with one girl for the rest of your life?
And it's like, as guys, there's so many females in it. And there's so many females that are good, but not everyone's good for you. Yeah. So that kind of makes it a bit harder to actually decide which one is good for me. Because there could be 10 girls and only one of them is good for you, but they all look good. Yeah. So how do I know which one is good for me?
Do you know what?
So that's what was playing on my mind. Like, who do I choose?
I was even listening to Rick Warren this morning, and he was and he was saying how attraction is.
Did you do that on purpose? Or that?
No, I thought I said it weird. I don't know. How did you do that? I said that so weird.
I was so bad.
Bro.
He said in the mountain.
He's body.
You know about the love it. It's like
I hear you.
This guy's been running with his dyslexia team for time.
Leave him. And extra funding. No,
some of the listeners could be dyslexic.
I know. No, we're not cutting that. I'm saying Palmer's was doing some backhanded funding.
Oh, so,
they had to be doing some funding. I can't lie, so they'll give it to everyone.
I got 25%.
Why you got extra time in this exam in that, bro? Palmer's will get some money from the government on the side.
Huh? You think
In Jesus' name, I understand.
But what I was saying, so I was listening to Rick Warren this morning, and he was saying how it's not the attraction that is a sin, it's dwelling on the attraction. He was just like, it's not a sin for you to like see something and appreciate that something, but it's when you decide to dwell on that attraction, and that is what leads you to lust and all these other things. It was just like, we are exposed to all of these things, like in our mind, like the thoughts that come through our mind. He was saying that with the Holy Spirit, it's inspiration, but when the enemy infiltrates our thoughts, what did he call it? Temptation or something like that. But in the sense of what we decide to dwell on is what will lead us to sin. It's not what we see or... Because bro, like, there are beautiful people in this world. Doesn't mean I can't appreciate beautiful people. It's just when, I allow the explore page to enter my head.
So going back to that question about like the commitment issues thing, do you think Christian guys struggle a bit more? Because I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen Christian guys that just go all in and they're just like, yeah, this is what I want, and
they saw the one in their dream shot.
But I've seen other Christian guys who it's like, I know, like, they don't want to be out here dating bare girls, like they just want to find one, let this be the one, this one that I met my girl is the one that I marry. And so because of that pressure they put on themselves, they find it hard to actually.
But then again, if that term Christian, that Christian man though, like, fam, I could have said I was a Christian man in uni.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. We're not going down.
Are you a Christian man in uni?
I was.
You was.
I mean, I might have not prayed God as much as I should have, but
it's a process.
I know what you mean though, but let's not get tripped up on the terminology. Like when I say Christian guys, I'm just like people that are taking their walk with God
seriously. Okay. I feel like if you're taking a walk seriously with God, everything else would kinda match up with your actions. It might not be perfect. You might have to do a lot of unlearning, but I feel like you'll be a lot more aware and intentional. PY was talking about something this morning about being self-aware. Like, if I'm taking my walk with God more seriously, I'll be more aware of my relationships and what I'm looking for out of my relationships, regardless of if I came into Christ with my commitment issues. Those commitment issues I should be vulnerable and open about. If I'm in pursuit of a woman, or if I am dating, so that she's aware if the boy has small issues, whether she can tolerate it or whether I am making the necessary changes that I need to. So I think it just depends on how serious you're trying to take this walk with God, because family is a relationship at the end of the day. My relationship with God will determine my relationship with everything else. It's how I see it.
I agree, but I also think that it's not that simple.
It's not.
And I also think that people might think, okay, my relationship with God is so serious that I can't let a relationship with someone else derail me. So then they just overcomplicate things in their head. That's something that was meant to be very simple. That's something that's very complicated in their head. Something that's very complex. So you might see a great girl, but in your head, you're seeing the small flaws. Everybody has their internal check boxes. Maybe one box ain't checked. So you're thinking, cool, am I settling? Am I what? And all these questions come into your head. It's like then this girl's like, okay, this boy's a clown, and she moves on. And then you never really commit because you're waiting for the perfect girl. But that perfect girl most likely does not exist.
I told these men that one girl's lips were too small, but that's how unserious I was at a point.
I mean, that's it.
Can you imagine that?
How small? Imagine asking how small.
It wasn't that deep.
What was she, black?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, me and Akin were getting on to it. That's when we were working at Calagas.
How long ago?
This is a fuck.
I'll do the third thing. I think as guys though we should I think one thing with commitment issues as well, I think is mainly deep in the whole 80-20 principle, that whoever you're with is only gonna give you probably 80% or out of. So how do I word it better? You'll get 80% of what you want, and there'll be another God that'll give you 20%, but not the 80%.
So it's that 20% of what you're missing.
Yeah, what you're missing. So it's like you know, are you gonna go to the 20 and miss the whole 80, or are you gonna have the 80 and miss the whole 20?
Yeah.
And I think it's more time like that.
Do you thought that's right?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I read it in a book, pal.
yeah, I was gonna say, where'd you get that from, man?
No, that was dope still.
I don't know. Still, there's a couple books.
You got that in the movie.
We know, man, don't read. Nah, you do. Somebody can't joking. You going back to him?
Yeah, but we've been on the community. I see this nigga with his head down.
Reals, man.
When was the last time we read?
Last week,
I ain't
bro.
in his house.
I was like, what are you reading?
Relationship goes back to.
Oh, okay.
How you find that?
You know, bitch. You tried it, huh?
No, but I feel like this is something that we as men, like, we need to actually discuss and like learn, because we learn about everything, but we don't learn about like relationships, about commitment.
Yeah, no. We need to talk about it more, because I think there's a bit of a taboo, men talking about their marriage. But this is serious conversations, because it's like when you have a group that you could talk with about stuff like this, yeah, like us, man, and then you can probably include a couple that are missing in it. Like we can actually get into it, and like we can really solve each other's problems if we just open up and talk about it. Because you know, if I know that one day I'll have, you know, arguing in my marriage chat. But I know during the man and ask them, man, you know, pray me, help me, counsel me. You need to be talking to people.
Yeah, fam, I think it's understanding that, fam, relationships, like, for, honestly, that book, The Shack, it really opened my eyes in terms of how God really intends relationship to be perceived, not only, like, romantically, but in terms of relating to one another as a brother, relating to one another as colleagues. Like, is very heavy on the relationship perpetrated between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Is how he kind of wants our relationships to flow out into the world. But if we do not understand the relationship between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and then our relationship between us and God, then it's going to be difficult for us to perpetrate that relationship with anyone else.
Yeah.
Like, it's a, what do you call it? It's a ripple effect.
It's like that's what it said in Kingdom Man as well.
Yeah.
Like how, you know,
the disconnect.
Yeah. So one household, if the man goes from that household is basically broken. Not, you know what I mean? And then it can affect like a street. Then that street can, you know, develop a whole community.
Domino effect.
Yeah. You become a better father, raise a better family. Better community, better nation, and then
better state, better nation as well. So in them ones, we gotta realize that it's hard. We got a lot of responsibility on our shoulders in the future, even now. So it's a bit mad. I think it's just one of them ones. We need to kind of get out of the mindset of, you know, the whole 80-20 thing. The whole it's a whole lot of unlearning about the worldly stuff that we were told. Because honestly speaking, like bro, even like this is years ago, but probably like say my first year of being with Abby, I was like. Obviously I knew straight away that, you know, this is
you keep saying this, you know.
What? No, but bro.
Doesn't want woman.
No, bro, because you know, when you think about it, when you're like, I wasn't even out here like that in college or anything, but when you think about it, like,
it's a big decision.
You weren't?
Wait, are you man? I don't know, man. I'm gonna cut this stuff. I'm in charge.
These ain't your guys, bro.
No, you can't do that.
Nah,
You went
this
out.
guy been drilling us out all year round.
Hey,
Take a
shut
little.
your ass up, Mr. Nowmore. Shut up.
What's he talking about?
Shut your ass up.
Hey, what's he talking about? Hey, bro, relax, man.
You trying to
Nah, but the thing is, yeah.
I know, have you
No.
actually got a defense?
Huh?
Have you got a defense?
What do you mean a defense?
No, let's get to the. But
please.
as everyone probably knows already from what I've said, bro, it's mad when you think, because when you're younger, you're getting told, you know, girls, and you're like,
Get money.
and obviously I said my mindset changed from when I started reading this stuff, or when I started deep in God, and I was like, there was a reason why I said one woman, because it's like, there's all of this other stuff, like it's crazy, fam.
Beauty is fleeting.
It's crazy.
I think there's a whole host that we couldn't even begin. Like if we started to list all the problems that can actually arise from like being out here, like
self-control is a big one.
There's a whole host of issues that can.
Self-control is the biggest thing.
Self-control.
Like, I remember.
You can even fly all the way to diseases.
Yes, there's there's books that
bro, just don't be out here like that,
fam, where they talk about how self-control just destroys a man.
Even like I think just last week I finished a book. It's like a short book, and basically like, why does God care who I sleep with? Yeah, bro, it changed my mindset on even just how.
Why does God care who I sleep with?
Yeah.
He cares, though.
Yeah, bro. When I say it, just spoke about even in terms of lust and how, you know, because you just think, because a lot of times you just think, well, it's only in my mind, so it's cool. But it was just breaking down really and truly, like how, like I didn't deep how serious. It's crazy, but it's like you don't deep how serious lust can be because obviously you're not acting out on it necessarily. So you just think, oh, it's cool. But it's like how it trickles down. And they're just speaking about how, for example, David started with lust. You know, from lust to having sex with adultery to leading to murder. He destroyed the family, destroyed a woman's life, all from lust, and he didn't rule that.
And no self-control.
It's crazy.
We see these stories all the time.
Is it James 1 where it talks about like from your selfish desires they will...
we're tempted by evil desires. God is not tempting us, but we're tempted by evil desires.
And then from there it goes on to
evil desires give birth to blah blah blah, and it leads to sin.
Shout out Bishop.
Bibliopedia.
Bro, women, if you don't know, women, money, power, biggest things to destroy men. And I think women are at the top. I think they're at the top of destroying men.
Probably, you know, I think the other ones are like interlinked. Like,
yeah.
Because guys chase the power and the money.
It's weird that they all work together. I don't know what I would say is number one, but I think power. I think it might be power.
You think power?
Fam, the dominance.
True, you know, because even in the game, in being able to, I guess, secure a woman,
it gives you
so power. That's why guys want to get the trophy wife, the trophy power, and stuff like that. Yeah, power is dangerous. Even the money is. Yeah, I think power. Yeah,
feed into power.
Might be power, and I think it's funny because all of that stuff is as well as a defense mechanism as well, because you're not comfortable with yourself, so you need to build up a wall. You need to build up an image of yourself because you're not satisfied with the image that you have before you, or the image that you're presenting to the world yourself. And it's like, I need to build up this one. Man, bro, this unlearning stuff is crazy. You learn something about yourself and you realize, I'm broke.
But you see, the thing about that is, I think what we need is more men that have kind of gone before us, and I think we probably have a responsibility to the people that are coming after us too. But even for the people that have gone before us, like I don't think it's enough to just say, like, because women do it all the time. Like you see on social media, they'll say, men need to unlearn all these things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not like it's an excuse to carry, like you see we put in the group chat. I know it was a joke, but there's like, oh, you guys make excuses about the woman, like the mom shouting at the boy saying, the boy's not supposed to cry, and then the wife saying, why don't you show me no emotion? It's like, you're supposed to unlearn these things, but how? I don't think the how is spoken about so much. I think it's very clear that we need to. Yeah. But how do you go about it? Like, but not everybody can spend 150 or whatever.
Even that, bro, you need to still break down the taboo of it as well.
And then when you get to therapy, how long today the therapist breaks you down? Black men are stubborn, I can't lie to you. I don't know if a therapist will get through to me, man.
Some of them will give the person the wrong for their money still.
Before therapy, like, fam, it's just not a therapy session, but before you get, because you even said that, like, you feel like you can be free amongst us, but how many people are you really free with? Like, there's still some things that you will not let us know.
I reckon I'm an open book with you, man, still. I reckon I am. Am I not?
Are you better?
To be fair, you're not transparent.
I'll tell you that.
But okay.
But of course, there's
we will have to ask.
Like,
not everything is like forthcoming. Like free. Like, I'm not gonna just.
But even that, I don't think that's bad though.
It's
not everything will. Like,
But then again, like there's some things that I feel like we just. I think what was I listening to? And the guy was just like, the enemy will play in our mind to make us feel like we're the worst and we're going through this thing by ourselves, so we won't let anyone know about it. But it's understanding that the Bible talks about we are all tempted in the same way, like we all face the same temptation. Like, it might be a different temptation that we all face, it might come in different ways, but we are all tempted in the same ways. Like, fam, like, lust is lust, like, fraud is fraud, like, do you get like all these
boy, I'm meeting the plug.
like all these things like they're all the same. Like, it's not your sin is worse than my sin. Like, fam, at the end of the day, it's sin is sin.
Sin is really sin, man.
Sin is really sin.
But just for the next generation, we need to make sure that
I was even asking a question as well in terms of like there was a thing in it. I think I might have spoke about it with you as well, actually. And it was like, oh, what's the hardest thing for you to say? And it was like, A, I'm sorry. B, I need help. And C, I love you. And then for me, I was like, yeah, for me it's probably B. And you said B as well, innit?
Yeah. I need help.
And I was A. A, I'm sorry. B, I need help. C, I love you.
So, but who are you saying that to?
No, you just said what's the hardest thing for you to say.
I need help.
Yeah, bro. I need help.
But from just general chit-chat, I haven't asked bare people, but the general consensus seems,
I can imagine
especially amongst men,
I think I need
it's
help.
B. And I was like, so someone asked me, oh, why? And I realised,
pride, ego, or something.
Yeah.
I said something, and I realised pride was a big thing behind it. But I was like, damn. But yeah, that's a question. Like, why do we find it hard to say we need help?
I think it's
pride because it's stigmatized. Like, I think a lot of like I can't lie. I can imagine someone asking me, and I know what I'm like in it. I'll use so many words to make it sound like I've got one noble reason for not wanting to ask for help, but really it's just ego. Like, at the end of the day, it's just pride and ego. Like you want to put yourself forward as a self-sufficient man because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of people see men as. Like I don't need no handouts. I'm a man. I'm self-sufficient. I don't need any help. So that psyche applies to all your decision making. Like I don't know, you feel kind of weird asking me for help because it makes you feel like I'm not useless, but it's tough. But I think sometimes it's just having the right people around you. I think for me personally, what's helped is just having people around me that I don't feel like they make it clear, and they don't say it because I can't lie. I don't do all that conversation stuff, like people saying like, you've got, like, I've got you. Like,
I think people just say that to say that. Man.
Stop. But the people that I know have got me don't tell me that. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like when you know you've got people who you can be fully open with, who you can go to, ask them for help, and they won't even pry into your situation, they'll just help you. You know what I'm trying to say? When you've got that, you know they won't stigmatize you, they won't look at you any different. I think that's a big stepping stone to becoming a bit more comfortable with yourself when you realize that you're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You don't need help at one point.
Okay. Boy, what about you, man? Anyone have any other reason why you feel it? But I think Temi,
I think you kind of covered the water, really.
He hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
it's sad still that a lot of people are going through struggles and they're not really talking about it.
Yeah.
It's sadness.
I feel like we can even, to some degree, we can take a leaf out of some women's book. You know how we might say that they might not have the greatest amount of friends around them.
Be women.
Yeah. But the ones that they do have, like, they do.
Well, the one that they met last week in the bar.
I was there.
But let me not go ahead.
My best friends in the bathroom.
but they are a lot. They're much more forthcoming with their like situations amongst themselves. Like,
yeah, well, if I tell anybody, I tell you, wow.
Yeah, but I can't.
Do you know what
I can't lie. I'm not even getting on to women, innit? But one woman could tell her friend her maddest secrets or her struggles, and it's gonna TL the next week.
Oh no, it's true. Yeah.
So,
So I'm always beefing, man.
You're the ones where you're
It's the
speaking to
story.
a girl and they're telling you mad things about their friends.
About their friends,
I don't even know you like that.
And you freeing up all this information,
Yeah,
coolly?
I'm not supposed to know this.
Ah,
is she cool with you?
is she really your friend? Do you hate her? Like, what are you telling me right now? Oh gosh. But yeah, man. Might as well move on to that. As light as it was, it kind of seemed heavy. I can't lie.
Nah,
It kind of
it's
seems
never
heavy
easy.
still.
It's never easy.
You know what I mean? But just to get on to it. Oh, do you want to ask a question or something?
They're gonna talk about this 9 months from now.
Let's move on.
I don't want. No. Because I feel like everyone had to speak about it. Emmanuel had to admit he's dated. Me, I had to say something.
What did you have to say? What did you have to say?
No, but he said he's not dating, or he's already said that.
No, I know, but we just wanted to know why do people keep saying 9 months to you?
I don't know. Why do you like you saying it? You're the one who's saying it.
I like it.
You know.
Huh? Why do you like you?
No, do you not know?
What is this now?
Honestly, AK,
I don't know either.
No, let's move on.
you don't know.
This is not your.
I tried to help you, man. I'm sorry, man.
Listen, you know we're gonna be together after the camera comes. You must speak about it all the time.
Do you not want to get into it? If you don't want to get into it, that's fine. I'll respect your boundaries, but my brother.
That is not fair. That is not how this pod works.
Take it out, brother.
Do you know what's
giving you the out? Take it.
I'm giving it out.
I think I'll put that.
Wow. You can't talk about your feelings with your black brothers, man.
Done.
This is why you need brothers. That's the friends. That's the close out of the brother.
But yeah, man. Just getting on to a lighter point. A couple of the men that were telling me about their car stories in the past.
I was happy. You guys want to make me go home sad, man.
Obviously, before my man them upgrade. Give a little information about back in the day. What's been going on with the week?
One conversation we had, Ken, that made me laugh so much.
The transmitter?
The
major transmitter?
The BT66.
BT66.
So obviously, I don't have that car anymore, but in my old car, they didn't have Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
So you need the adapter, and my one was BT52, right? That's BT66, yeah. And the way it works is you plug it into like this, the cigarette.
Yeah.
You plug it in there, and then you gotta like change the radio station to like 87.5 or something.
86.
So it's a radio station that no one uses in it. So it just connects to your phone. But the thing is, in certain areas, there's something on that radio station, innit?
Okay.
So if you're driving through certain areas, it will start to mess up sound, innit? So obviously, there was one time, I was with a girl, right?
Yeah,
And we're driving, and we were going through like Ilford. Is it Ilford?
That's Ilford Market area.
Yeah, that area, right? And then obviously my vibes in, obviously it's my bag, innit?
We know the playlist.
You know the playlist? Yeah. That's my bag, innit? And then cool, playlist is going, then it starts going all crinkle.
And then the other radio will start.
Yeah, it starts moving mad. So you start to turn down the volume.
Start talking more.
And then you start to hear the engine. So it's like,
Bro, you man. I didn't know my car had that much problems until I was with a girl, fam. It's like when you're with a girl, that's when your car will sound bouncing. Bro, all the sounds. When I'm by myself, my man doesn't clock the sounds. I'm just driving.
I turned it down and the engine.
So do you need the music so you don't hear the engine?
There's a reason right in my car, my sound doesn't go below 10, like.
Bro,
like.
There was actually one time, I can't remember where we were, but I'm sure there was one time, not to draw you out, but there was one time you pulled up, I heard one girl say, is that his engine?
No. That's why. Why do I always park down there?
When I go home.
Bro, I can't lie, bro. Do you know my car's even embarrassing me when I've been with girls?
Oh, that's so funny.
Remember in South, when my tire popped out, and I was with a girl. I came up from date night, we're chilling with vibes in. It's time to go, It's time to go reverse. I hit it and the tire just popped. Bro, I had to pay like 160 to get it fixed.
Oh, good.
At least, bro, if I was on my own, I would have slept the next morning. Bro, it was like 1 in the morning. Bro, I would have slept the next morning, walked to the nearest tire shop.
What, did you put her in a leave to go home?
No, she stayed with me. Like, I
Real
didn't want her to stay. I said, no, you can go.
It's embarrassing.
I said, no, don't worry, man. You can go inside. I'll sort it.
She's a real one.
No, she's a real one. Meanwhile, I was gonna sleep to the bowling.
But you don't talk to her no more, right?
I do, man. I do.
Glory.
Somebody shout out. Because I can't lie, bro. Other girls will jump on the TL and they'll be joining in stingy, man.
This one. Then she stayed and I had to, but it was pride. I had to pay 160 something to get it fixed there and then. If I was on my own, if I was with you, man, I would have slept, you know.
Nah, thank God. I don't think I've actually had problems with a babe in my car.
Shout.
Yeah, I think the most, maybe at the side of my seats and that, I'll be hearing one rickety sound, I've got to remind myself that I've still got deodorant and cans at the side, innit? So I'll just be like, oh nah. It's just the canisters at the side, bro.
You've been blessed, bro. You've been blessed. There was one time, Junior, do you remember when we was on the train coming home from work?
Yeah.
And obviously, we came off the train, we parked in Lakeside, innit? So obviously we said safe to each other. And obviously, as he was going out, he gets a call from me, bro. My battery's dead, you know. It's late side, it's cold. You have to take me home. I had to go back in the middle of the night and get a jump start. Like, oh, bro, that car gave me so much.
No, why I enjoy these car L's is because when we actually get our proper cars, yeah, we're gonna enjoy, man. We're gonna enjoy. So. Me, my heater will take 20 minutes for it turns on. But when I park at Lakeside, yeah, after work I pick up my car, my heater turns on when I'm at home. Can you imagine? Okay. My heater will turn on as I'm reaching my road. That's my heater turns on.
It's cold there until you get home.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
I can't say even you guys didn't tell me I was that obese, man.
No, bro, you man love eating. Like,
I blame some of the other men.
I blame them, but they don't know.
I saw your weight, yeah. Like I saw it. Yours, I didn't see it, but when I look at that picture, I'm like, bro, you were kind of fat still.
Fam, you ain't fat no more, bro. Fam, you used to come to my crib, yeah. My mum would be like, no, fam. The two of them should be like, you don't talk to Akin and Junior. You don't see how they blowing up. I'm like, chill.
No. You know what? Yeah, the worst one is, you know, Africans, they don't care,
bro.
I'll never. I came. You used to when your grandma was around.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, my
they don't hold back.
Yeah,
I just came and she said, I said, what's going on? How can you? She basically said, you getting big, bro. I said, wow. I guess I gotta go to the gym, man, huh? Bro. And obviously, you can't even say that because if it was on you, I'm like, hey, chill, shout, man.
No, you're not tired though. You're not tired still.
Try, man. Still don't way to go, man.
The rules.
Next time I'm trying to be shirtless, fam. Listen, I don't want to wear a vest on holiday again in my life, yeah?
Why could we look like
in Portugal, I was just wearing vests. Everyone had their top on, I was in vest.
I didn't even have the body that quiet, okay?
Like, no, you only how you don't be the same thing.
Yeah, really?
Nah, I think it's about security, though, still.
No, you know what it is, yeah?
You don't need to
How can I justify this, man?
chisel to have your top on.
Yeah, bro, fam, I have the belly.
No, last time I was good still, but
Fam, you could.
Yeah,
you wanted to. Like, we can't shame you.
it's true. Cashapp Me.
We can't shame you. But you're not coming with your little man bag to the beach.
I'm still convinced a little belly is the girls to kill you pleasure.
Don't let them lie.
They love it.
Don't let them lie, girl. Don't let them lie, man. Don't let them lie to you.
Oh, no.
They'll be saying, oh, don't worry, babe. Don't worry about your belly. Don't worry. And then they'll be banting when you're eating. You can always eating.
I thought you said you were going to the gym today. Hey. I'm walking for both of us.
They'll be finding them. So, what? You're not going gym tonight? Oh, you're not going gym? Oh, don't let them lie to you, man. Don't let them lie.
Speak, bro.
I don't know how I want you to speak. I don't know how I want you to speak.
Your wife, yeah, she starts to get a bit out of sorts in terms of. Let's say it's understandable. Let's say she's giving birth, and obviously, let's say eating habits haven't really gone back to what they were before. Obviously, there's still the actual physical effects of the birth. But it's been a little while now, and you know it's not the same when you're married.
You know what I'll do?
How are you broaching that conversation?
You have an answer?
No, honestly, what I'll do, she's my wife, so I will love her regardless. Even if she gains 20 pounds, I will love my wife, you get.
I love that.
However, what I'll do, I'll give her my opinion. I'll never say, go and do this, I don't like this. I'll never say that. I'll say, this is my opinion. I would like if we went gym together. I would like if you worked out.
Sure.
But baby is your body now.
That's
my
nice.
own,
That's
my
nice
wife.
of you. Sure.
You love your wife regardless.
Honey, I've signed us up for the gym.
Swear!
Hey, do you know what, yeah?
No, but I get that though.
No, do you know, fam, like, even when we were in London,
But I will never force her.
Our family used to go swimming every Friday night. Like, our family and another family, like, fam, my dad will back it. The other husband, they will back it, like, cause my mom, they had children, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like it's the involvement of the man as well. It can't just be, no, but your baby knew you go and do your.
Yeah, I want
You have to set an example.
You have to set an example, innit? Like,
I
fam,
can't tell her to do something I'm not doing.
fam, after the swimming, we eat Chinese, you know, but even the portion.
That's counterproductive, bro.
What?
That's counterproductive.
You was going somewhere.
I could. Don't forget Leicester.
Hey, shut up, man. Rejoice know about me, my enemy.
What was your vibes? What, Yamchi, innit?
Yamchi was okay. You guys were just Martinez, innit? Martinez was the one, innit? And Blue Fox.
Bro, I don't know even.
Was it not Tinseltown Shakes? I thought it was Tinseltown Shakes.
Heaven.
You said it left like it was everything.
Yeah.
I think the biggest criminal was Supermo in that house.
Yeah,
I'll forever be the criminal, man.
Nah, Supermo finished me in them times. Bro, you bring a 6-pack of Supermo into the house and you won't see the next day. There was one day it was in thing and I had to say, I said, devil sit and get me behind me.
No, but
I walked past, they was doing deals on the multi-pack. I said, Father.
When Tesco brought Supermo in, they were hitting the lick. Because they were doing 2 for £7, man.
For like in Leicester, it was the
2 6-packs.
2 6-packs?
Yeah, as well.
For £7, man.
When you're bored, just drink milk.
Oh, and Tesco was round the corner from me.
About KFC as well.
What was the biggest thing in
When that me and
For me personally,
and the chili custards that
McDonald's was a motive after vibes, but I didn't really eat McDonald's that too tough. I think my biggest vibe was CK.
I think it had phrases because Zamzam's.
And that Zamzam, I had little Zamzam's period.
Oh, there was times when
Zamzam's had something.
that cold show.
That was crap.
They were supposed to have that floor.
That was cracking that cold.
There's times where EMAN would order in the night. Wait, man, let me explain the thing, bro.
Why is it always going to
Man, was so defensive.
Chill, man. There was times where EMAN would order, then Chris would order, then
separately, not knowing
separately. Then me and Abby would order, and Montel. So these men would have come 4 times in one night, all separately.
Nobody wants to know that. Everyone was trying to do it.
I'm trying to hide the brick.
I remember that I was sneaking at Leicester, and then LA was like, but he's crashing his car.
This guy went to crushing in it. We all doing it. This guy stood up to the car to go and crush. And this cut it out,
Quick question though. Do you think in the future, when you're married, you have kids and that, do you think you just go out and quickly get food and just sit in the car?
I'm coming to man's houses. I'm coming to man's houses.
I've said, I can't lie, I don't know if it's sometimes where I want to guilty pleasure just to myself, just me time.
Bro, my son will be like, Daddy, Uncle Ken's here again.
I still go home, I say, baby, I haven't eaten yet.
He's forcing the man down. He's forcing him down.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, but question though, what would you man do if you didn't like your wife's food? Like you did, like it was dead. Like
That's a
I
don't think it.
I'll tell her ASAP. I'll tell her straight away. I think I can't lie. I won't pretend to lie.
I don't think I can pretend to not like our food.
I think it's deep because fam.
Yeah.
You're telling me I don't like it, like it's
Bro,
dead.
when you
when you're talking or whatever, she probably would have maybe, I don't know if it's, when you're talking, maybe.
No, but even when you're talking, you're respectful, bro.
No, bro, I don't know. I think
there's a level like when you're here 3 months in, babe, this is sweet.
I think
6 months in, you might be like, you could do it.
No, but I think you'd be honest.
I'll be honest with you, even if it was like, I don't know what kind of first date this would be, but if a first date she said, I'll come over, I'll cook for you, and it was dead, I don't think I'm going to be saying, babe, this was so sweet. I'm not saying I'm going to say this was disgusting. But in the moment, you might find a way to articulate it. Like you could have been better.
No, but the thing is,
or you trying to avoid the conversation.
Imagine you can't finish the food. And she's asking, I'm not hungry. You're like, I'm hungry.
I'm like, more time, I'll finish it.
No, that's
not what I mean. It's dead, you can't. Like you're thinking, I want to finish this.
Like it tastes bad.
I can't finish this.
More time, I
can't finish it.
I always eat before I leave my house. My mom can never film me. I do that one.
I can't because I think it will be fine. I think there's one. I keep going on, bro. There's one food that Abby done. Yeah, this is in that Singers first year. Fried rice, small steak.
She puts up to
I said this to her all the time. I said, you must have put something in that food that day because
maybe there's something behind you, huh?
Till these days.
She told her mom to pray.
Freeze away to the man's house.
Till this, bro. No, be my thing, bro. If in first year of Cobb, I thought I was alright because from college I was alright. Then I kind of third year stress.
What's alright? It's about that.
No, but I mean body weight. Like I was doing alright. I was
Like you were slim in college.
Yeah, I was slim.
He was what?
I was, bro.
In college.
Oh, he's not your boy. He's not your boy.
Sorry.
No, so this is why. Now you might see what I do. You might see what I do in it. No. Everything you said for, right? But in college though, I was in third year. I got a bit out of it because third year stress. Don't blame. No. It was third year stress, and then obviously now you move over, you be cooking. And then
that relationship is serious.
It happens.
Serious.
I just bear my weight.
Serious. This is
that period stuff. Now, question though. So what? You guys can't marry a woman if she obviously before you girls attack me, we can cook. I've tasted everyone's food here. We can all cook. But I'm just saying that to you guys.
Have you?
Would you guys? I've tasted all you man's food. This is for the please.
Sorry.
I'm just saying. Is that a factor? Like, I've tasted your food.
I know. Yeah. I've probably cooked for.
But is that a factor? Like, could you still marry someone that can't cook?
I feel like that's not a. I feel like it's kind of a fickle requirement because I feel like as an adult, you should be able to cook, regardless of being a man or a female. So if you're not able to cook, I think there's a difference of not being able to cook and not being able to cook what you like, or not being able to cook the way you expect. I feel like some things can be learned. So even my mom, she was saying, because it's not that I have high expectations or I'm fussy or anything, but
you're not fussy.
But as soon as he said it, he said,
but my mom was saying that, fam, she wouldn't even mind because she knows there are certain dishes that I like. That if my missus didn't know how to cook them, she wouldn't mind like showing my missus, or even having my missus shadow her from time to time certain meals, because she wouldn't want a situation where I'm leaving work, I'm coming to my mum's house.
But what if your wife had no desire to be cooking?
No, but I think that's how women kind of bond, like how your mum and your like.
But I don't reckon every woman has to be like.
No.
Some women that don't want to cook, and that's fine.
Yeah.
They're not for you, swear.
My thing is, I can cook.
So what, is that what a woman, is that what they're...
Do you know what? I don't agree with you, but I don't, like, that's not fair to say.
No, I'll play it.
Bro, like, the thing is, like, I can cook. Do you get it?
Yeah, you can still.
Like, so, it's not that I'm expecting you to cook to the level that I can cook at, but in reality,
the whole of Instagram.
I can't lie. I don't think me and my girl would be able to go forward in that if she can't cook, like as in she can't cook at all.
That's what I'm saying.
She can't boil rice. She can't, like, you know this because there are people that can't, right? So like stuff like that, I can't, like, that's mandatory things that I think as a human being we should just know how to do, right? As just an adult, we should just know how to do. So those things would be learned. I can't imagine getting married and she's like, oh babe,
I can't cook.
Like I can't actually put together a meal kind of thing. I think that's crazy. But in terms of being able to chef it, to
whip down that.
For me, it's not a deal breaker, but I like it to be information I'm privy to.
Early on.
Yeah, not that it's gonna change my decision making, but or change your expectations going into marriage, right? Like, you wouldn't.
You would do more of the cooking. You wouldn't even expect her to cook. Like.
Yeah, like I think those kind of things. That sometimes it's not an issue to be cooking, right? But I think it's if let's say if you had the impression that she was a chefess. So now you've moved in together and you're thinking, oh yeah, like,
I'm gonna
and it's like every day that's like, babe, what you cooking for us? I'm like, oh, I didn't realise it was a that thing. But it's not a problem. But you just kind of wish you were privy to this information beforehand.
I get that, and I feel like it can be shared responsibility, but then again, you have to have that conversation. That,
I think it will be more time in this generation.
Gender is it not to do with all these gender roles?
I think gender roles are going out the window.
Yeah, man.
Year by year.
Literally, like my house, I don't think there will really be any gender roles like that.
Really?
Like, I can do what my wife can do.
Well, your wife would expect the gender role of the provider to still stay in.
No, definitely.
No, okay.
Tell me,
that's true though. No, but the thing, that's what I wanted to do now. I wanted to go back to the thing we were going to talk about.
Charlie's question.
What's your question?
I think she was asking what was the role of a man.
Oh no! I'm just in terms of this whole provider stuff. You know that whole thing. Like I just want to. Is it okay? So are we just being stingy, or are just women just
It depends.
You know what I mean?
What's your take on it? On
this
providing?
What is provision? What's providing?
Not in terms of providing, but I mean, is it just in general of the whole, like, what's going on now? This whole cash out thing, this whole pay, even just random women. We all know in marriage that being a provider, we all know that that's what we're called to do. We already all know that in terms of just.
But I don't think we will have the same understanding of what that means. So for me, personally, providing, a man's responsibility isn't like, so I look at it like this, okay, there's the man A and man B, right? So man A, he's married, he bought his home on a single income, he pays all the bills, all the mortgage, he treats his wife on regular occasions, she basically doesn't have to touch her purse. Yeah, I'm trying to say,
Wait, is that what you think it is?
No, that's man A, right? And then there's man B, bought the house on a joint income, they split bills, he treats her, she treats him, it's a very joint kind of thing, is one more of a man than the other?
Yeah. No, sorry. I was just saying.
Do you think one is more of a man than the other? So, okay, well, already we've decided that we can't equate masculinity to a certain ideal of provision. So provision isn't being able to cover everything. Yeah. Right? So, and I think that already is a miscommunication to what some people think provision means. Some women will say, like, I don't want to split because it's your job to provide. But it's like, does that make me less of a man if we're splitting? And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's any men that I know that desire to split bills. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we all plan to give my queen the world. I'll give you everything that you don't need to, you would want for nothing. But it's the entitlement that it's like, I don't want to give it to someone who thinks they deserve it just because I'm a man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, especially in the age we're in, we've gone so far from women not being able to work and stuff like that. So it's like, so what are you using your money for? Like, it's like, what are you bringing to the table? Like, I'm trying to say, you're coming with me to finance you, but when it's like, if it's a woman that doesn't expect nothing, or the woman that just comes and she's just, I'm trying to say, I think then you want to give her everything.
I think when women that talk about providing, I think they mean it all the time in financial terms. Like, being a provider is like emotionally, spiritually, all of that kind of stuff. But I feel like everyone just plays such a big thing about money, and it just makes, as guys, it just makes you think like,
That's what I care about. I tried to whisper it, I hope the mic.
But they place such an emphasis on the financial factor that,
it shadows.
Yeah. See, so we even spoke about girlfriends last week, innit? The Greg guy.
What season are you on?
4 now.
I just started season 3.
Okay, don't worry. I ain't like that, man. For you.
Bro, you man already spoiled something for me, and I watched that last podcast. Like, you hate your listeners that much.
Bro, honestly.
To be fair, that was.
And I told them before, don't spoil it, and they just dropped it. But so you man know about Greg, and then there was Greg, and then there's the other guy. So obviously Greg provided the emotion, all of that. Obviously not the money, and she loves Greg, but because there was a guy that had all the pieces of everything, she, you know what I mean?
That happens a lot, man.
And come after, she finds out she'd rather be with Greg because of the whole emotional stuff.
I think in the short term, I think they'll look at the money and the security, but in the long term, if you had a guy that can, once the finances actually sorted, you realise how important the other factors are actually. So if you had two guys that can actually both provide, obviously one might still be able to provide more, but over time you'll see that someone who's also covers you spiritually and emotionally is just as important, if not more.
What was the question last week in terms of financial stability or emotional?
See that question,
What was the question?
It was phrased like, okay, what's more important to you? Like, you have to pick one, financial stability or emotional stability or something.
No, financial security or emotional stability.
Right, but financial security. Financial security can be taken as just having a roof over your head, like not having to. I'm trying to say, I think that could have been taken in a different way. Like, are we talking about having an abundance of money, or are you talking about having a roof over your head and having food in your mouth? Like, kind of financial stability or security.
I think when we were speaking about, we were just on about one rich guy,
maybe I heard it wrong. I was hearing it as in just financial.
No. We was actually just talking about that. Would you rather a rich guy?
I think we were talking about the extreme.
Yeah, so one guy
that's asking women this question, not us.
No,
what did she say?
I think she's a financial.
She said she was financial.
I think she answered it as in financial security, like.
Yeah, but I think she said it like, he has to have.
No, but no one wants to leave their father's house come and suffer, though.
It's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
That's what she was like. If she had to, obviously finance, because we need to.
Yeah. I also think, like, see what you said about sometimes the finances need to be patterned before you realise how important other things are. I don't think that's a women problem. I think that's just a human problem. That's why you get so many millionaires that only then realize that, oh, it wasn't money I wanted this whole time. Like, I don't think we can put that on women. I think it's just humans.
Yeah, I was just saying that in terms of the situation.
Yeah. Oh boy, the game's messed up, man. The game's messed up.
Find your babe and leave the game, man.
Have you left the game?
You was asking the question. Are you Cashapping strange rooms?
So you haven't left the game.
Because you made EMAN answer his question. Answer the question, big man. I feel like I get defused.
I've left the game.
So, yeah.
Exclusive.
I'm not part of the streets though.
Why? Champagne. Compressor. Damn. Exclusive.
What, did you just figure that out now or what?
Nah. Let's see what though. It's hot, man.
So now you know how I
it's hot.
How transparent do you think you guys can be on this? Like, like let's say if you dating somebody, do you think when they ask you, are you dating somebody? You could say, I mean, this is it's only really to you because you're
to Akin now.
in a relationship and you just
did it to. So how open do you think?
Yeah, when do you think you'd be open, bro?
Would you be open for?
Like if you're dating somebody, would you say this?
Yeah.
Is it dog?
Simple. Yeah, go with the top.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as long as I believe the person's comfortable with me disclosing it, then
why are you putting
no one has said who the person is though.
yeah, I know, but I'm talking about in general because not people think everyone can just freely talk, but you might be with someone who they're not ready to be public about it. They might want things to be.
I know.
On the law at first.
Don't you feel like you can still be transparent and still be private though?
And what if she don't think you're dating as a peer? Like, what if it's, you know what I'm trying to say? What if the way you talk about it, she's thinking, I don't see it that way?
Oh, okay then. Yeah,
that could happen too. Still,
that could happen.
So I guess you gotta be sure before you speak. So I guess you're unsure, huh?
Damn, that's exclusive. I'm screaming.
I'm never coming on here again.
Happy for you guys.
No, I'm happy for you guys, man.
2020, I guess it gave y'all something good after all, man.
Reals. 2021, soon come.
So when they said make a joyful noise to the Lord, I want to see y'all screaming.
I'm in my sweetie drinking. No, that's good stuff.
So thank you guys for coming to the Awon Boyz Podcast.
Well, let's wrap this up.
No, yeah, we could wrap it up still. We could wrap it up. Anyone got any final comments? Nothing?
No, always a pleasure coming home, man. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys having us, man.
Love you guys, man.
Love y'all.
Yeah, you too.
My guys.
Got anything to plug, as usual?
Go and follow Popteria on Instagram.
You know the vibes.
Is it only housing, or are you going into interior design now?
So basically, the idea is property management, property consultations, and interior as well. So I'm kind of merging it all into like one platform, if that makes sense. So the plan is to manage properties, consult like landlords, investors about properties, and also provide like interior design
service
to that property as well. So kind of merging it all into one thing.
Yeah, we can talk interior though.
Yeah, we can. I charge though.
As in, fam, you can have my services. I'm
Oh, sir, yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, go follow that on Insta, man. Thank you.
Any contracts? I'll send you my invoice. No, but wait, what? Oh, damn.
But this is good, you know, fam.
Something.
You know we can keep a lot of things in-house.
Yeah.
Well, that's the plan. I'm not trying to go outside for anything.
You need to go on Clubhouse because a lot of these rooms are talking about property stuff.
Even today.
You can get so many gems.
But I'm not really a social media.
No, but it's networking. You just have to listen.
So I can just go there, listen.
Yeah, you can listen. You don't have to.
Okay, cool. I'm not
have to say
honestly.
And then you can look at people's accounts and then you can follow them on Instagram or Twitter.
Bro, bare people.
That's how they suck you in. Next thing you know, you spend $7.
Why the black men cheat?
had the conversations, man.
But nah, yeah, I'm actually
The Christian wisdom game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, at that question, yeah.
Is there such a thing as a Christian bad boy? Oh, brother.
I did type in this conversation in Clubhouse.
Say it to someone back, man. Them kind of bro.
Like the way it was sold to me, and the reason I downloaded it, it's not what I'm seeing. I'm not deleted it. It's part of like a proper sick one.
Yeah, no.
There's you know what? The next good one that I come across, I'll ping you
honestly, I think
into it. There are progressive conversations on it, but it's just overshadowed by the, I don't want to say typical conversations that are
the TL conversation.
Yeah, you know them ones. The controversy is always going to be, people always going to be drawn to the controversy.
Like more time, the progressive conversations that I'm having, they're in much smaller volumes. Like I'm talking 7, 10, 15, 20 people at most in this conversation. Still multi-ethnic, still people from America.
Do people actually populate their profiles?
What do you mean?
Because, not to say I don't believe in this information, but sometimes I think, okay, cool, because everyone's time is valuable, right? So if you ping me into a room and you've got 7 people talking about, I don't know, something that's quite interesting for me, I'm like, cool. Why am I going to take an hour out to listen to this random person tell me about something? Like, what's your credentials? Like, how do you, why am I taking your information?
No, so I mean, you can fact check, obviously. I mean, there's only the voice.
Of course.
You can always fact check. Some people in their bios, they will have their Insta and Twitter link, so you can actually see what they do. A lot of time, people will say, DM me on Twitter or DM me on Twitter or Insta, so we can actually link up and talk outside of Clubhouse. So
no, but honestly, like there's actually loads of good conversation. I just think it's controversial.
Yeah.
And I really think it would help.
I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out.
I mean, like, there's also big groups that are like, there's this like, there's a lot of positive affirmation stuff on there. People telling that their stories of positive affirmations, like success stories. People talking about like therapy, things that they've gone through and they've recovered from. The platform is there.
A lot of people are very open.
Do you get, like, the platform is there? I feel like people are more free because you can't see their live reactions, but you can hear them, so you can tell that is real to some degree. Like you can sense the authenticity.
How much is Clubhouse paying you guys, though?
No. And everyone's on a level playing field. Like there's no influences.
Yeah. Question is that now? Do you think you guys? I guess it's something. If you're not, it's a conversation you guys can have. Have you thought about how you can use Clubhouse?
I mean, we've spoken ever so slightly, nothing elaborate, but.
Akin that.
Because I know it's accountable. No, because I know it's new territory.
Holy Spirit is there.
There might be reservations about it. But if it's a hot topic right now, no one knows if it's going to last, if it's going to stay.
Yeah.
But if it does,
so I mean,
it might be the new platform for vocal communication. Like
that was a conversation that I actually had with one of the first guys.
Because it's live, it's a bit bit dope. Like
so it's. I guess we're just gonna have to see.
You can invite guests up to speak.
Like, but Bash told me about it like a couple weeks ago. I think that's when I mentioned it to EMAN.
I think I've got before you.
Salad giant.
Bro, salad but deadly, man. That guy does his stuff, bro. He knows his stuff. He said it time ago, and I was like, I wasn't even on it.
It was created in March.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It's created this March.
No, but maybe you'll see Awon Boyz room, but I just hope God's grace people actually, a lot of people.
If you ping them and I'll be there. Might be doing something. I'll just log in on my phone. So you get the numbers.
You gonna come on and speak?
I don't know. It depends what you're talking about. You're talking about broke women on there. Just kidding.
Hey, let them not be the devil, but good. But yeah, have you got anything to plug, man?
Plug. Go follow General. That's DJENNE World on Instagram. All things custom apparel, custom footwear, custom accessories. More coming soon.
You know the vibes.
Do you not publicize your gym services or your personal trainer services?
No, I don't. Still
no longer.
Just family and friends only, man.
That's cute. We appreciate that, bro.
That's alright.
Trying to call custom.
Huh? Shut up.
I
mean, the thing is here, like, man, I feel no way about paying my people for for services at the end of the day.
No way about charging.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't though.
And you shouldn't. 100%. I can personally vouch for Temi. Me training with Temi, yeah. Them mornings, they do you, but it's the bro. At that period, yeah, of what was it, November, where I just said I'll come. November to like just before lockdown, every day going sixes just before train.
That's why you know you've trained.
Yeah,
and then when you go by yourself.
Yeah,
you haven't trained, man.
Bro.
Listen, man.
As much as it hurt me,
in time,
it's proper still.
Session with T.
Finish
You're gonna know yourself. I'll never forget the time, yeah. Cause with me, if I said I need to get back into the gym routine because I know when I gym routine, we're gonna go supernova. One time we went in gym, I said, brother, I need to go to the toilet.
Oh, that's the thing. No, but we'll do this.
I was a room.
We do this. Then back. We do that. I said, what time is
I said, bro, I need to go to the toilet. I was in the toilet.
No. He went to throw up, man.
I was getting it out.
But you know what it is, we've all, have you not had a throw up session before?
Nah, you need to have a throw up session. That's when you know you've worked. That's when you know you've worked.
That was too funny.
That's disgusting.
I don't think I had a client that has a friend at one point.
What?
Yeah.
People just say, well, forget that. I'll just call you.
You know, like uni time, that was the first time that when I used to go pure gym with these guys or whatever. I used to
go pure gym with these guys.
What's wrong with it? You know these guys are serious. No, I was unserious. But fam, when we started going feature fitness, yeah, that's when I started hearing all these terms, superset and what these men doing, bro? I'm like,
well, you finish one set, you rest. This guy will pick up another one.
Do you remember that times outside and Temi and they say, you bastard? I said, I know it's for a group, but yeah, bastard.
Him and Bash have the set going. There was one time me and Bash went to the gym. This guy was shouting at me. I'm saying, bro, like, bro. I was, you're not serious, guy. Nah, it's good having people to motivate.
You guys should try and get gym with you there, bro.
Yeah, about that.
Very serious, would be 5 now.
What did
You go gym with you, you gotta use the injury from.
Hey, don't say you'll never make it. This supposed to be a dinner man.
All you know is biscuits.
I just see biscuits.
Look at the trouser. Look at the injury.
But yeah, man. No, shout out all the listeners, man. Shout out everyone.
It's been so real, man. I had a great time.
Thank you guys for joining us, man. Man appreciates it from the bottom of our hearts. Goes without being said, man. You know the vibes, man. The vibes. Episode 32. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of them things there. That's all I really got to say, really. So it's been your host, Junior.
It's been your boy, Akin.
No, he must have laughed for something.
Yeah, it was like that.
And a little bit of flavour, a little bit of spice.
It's your boy. I don't talk like that.
Everyone knows.
You think any of this will approach your real life? Because the ones that I was listening, only listen to the audio. It's your boy. You already know how your week was.
Alright, wait, this is not gonna end the year. Black people all they all go above and they just come and attack. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That is your fave EMAN.
We signing up, man.
That's it, man. We out, man. We outside.